Hello everyone. We will go through our presentation, How to Best Support Transgender Students, Part 1, Understanding Pronouns. So for introductions, my name is Nicholas Damiano, and I use the pronouns he, him, and his.
Hi everyone, I'm Teresa Michelson, Director of the Counseling Center, and my pronouns are she, her, and hers.
What is a preferred pronoun? Pronouns are how you refer to someone if you are not using their name. Pronouns are connected to gender expression and/or identity. According to LGBTQ education organization GLAAD, gender expression is the external manifestations of gender expressed through a person's name, pronouns, clothing, haircut, behavior, voice, and/or body characteristics. The pronouns you want people to use are your preferred pronouns, or as we like to call them, your pronouns. Saying preferred makes it seem like using someone's pronouns is optional, when in reality, using a person's pronouns is the most basic need they have to feel safe and to exist in public spaces.
So why are pronouns important? We cannot assume what someone's pronouns are by looking at them. Asking and correctly using someone's pronouns is one of the most basic ways to show your respect for their gender identity. When someone is referred to with the wrong pronoun, it can make the person feel disrespected, invalidated, dismissed, alienated, or dysphoric, and often all of the above.
What if I don't know how to use pronouns? That is okay. Pronouns take practice. Here we have the most commonly used pronouns. I will read through all of them. He, him, she, her, they, them, ze, they, or theirs, or whatever their name is. Please note that pronouns aren't just for the LGBTQIA community. We all use pronouns every single day.
So is singular they incorrect grammar? Actually, it's correct grammar. English speakers have been using it for a very long time in their speech, and language evolves first from the way we speak, then the way we write. When you write a bio, you always use they. The singular they has been recognized by Merriam-Webster Dictionary, and it was chosen as the word of the year in 2016 by the American Dialect Society. It is also recognized by MLA and APA formatting. It might take some getting used to, but you're already using it every day without even realizing it.
What if I'm unsure about a person's pronouns? Sometimes people just do not want to share their pronouns, and that is fine. Try to introduce yourself with your own pronouns so that everyone knows that you are aware, and that you will not assume a person's pronouns. It also prompts them to provide pronouns without it being awkward. For example, hello, my name is Riley, and I use they, them, theirs pronouns. Usually, it is safe to use they, them, theirs, unless that person tells you otherwise.
So what if I make a mistake? It's totally fine. It happens to everyone. What is most important is that you do not make a big deal about it. Just apologize quickly, correct yourself, and move on. For example, oh, I'm sorry, I meant they. If you make a big deal, you draw more attention onto someone who maybe does not want it. As long as you portray that you are sorry and that you'll try harder next time, it's going to be okay. Remember, this is more for them and not you. So never make an apology about you. Always make it about the person you have wronged. So what if someone else makes a mistake? Easy. Correct them politely and quickly. Do not make a big deal about it. For example, actually, Maribel uses he pronouns. Do not ignore a situation where people continuously use the wrong pronouns. The mark of a true ally is never giving up on the person you want to help.
Pronoun etiquette. During introductions, don't compel someone to share pronouns. Partially conjugate the pronouns you use during introductions. For example, I use she, her, hers pronouns. Do not say, I use female pronouns or I use male pronouns. Do not joke or say things like, well, I use he, him, pronouns, obviously. Asking people to share pronouns does not tell you anything about a person's identity, just how they'd like to be addressed, just like their name. It's okay to be uncomfortable with something new. Practice lessens discomfort.
So ways to shift our language. Instead of yes, sir, or thank you, ma'am, or other language that makes gender-based assumptions, you can simply communicate, good morning, thank you very much, it's a pleasure. How can I be of assistance today? Can I help the next guest? Yes, please. Yes, absolutely, coming right up.
Instead of ladies and gentlemen, or boys and girls, or other language that assumes only two genders, you could use friends, colleagues, friends and colleagues, esteemed guest, children, youngsters, or students.
And instead of he or she, when speaking of an unknown or universal person, you can communicate they, that person, the patron, the guest.
Additional resources for understanding pronouns. What are personal pronouns and why do they matter? You can utilize any Google resource for that. You can also utilize Princeton University's LGBTQIA Classroom Pronoun Guide, also found online. The University of Wisconsin-Madison's LGBTQIA Pronoun Guide, also online, and any trans student educational resources.
All right, well, thank you for taking the time to learn. If you have any further questions or would like to follow up, you can certainly feel free to reach out to us. Take care.